There's a story out there in the news. I just couldn't remain silent about a story out of Berlin. You know what's worse than cultural appropriation? When a Nazi soldier's granddaughter, in fact, two Nazi soldiers' granddaughter, soldiers in the Wermacht, converts to Judaism in a liberal conversion and decides to become a rabbi, which in and of itself is appalling because conversion discussions are one thing, but if you're converting to Judaism in Germany and both of your grandparents served in the Wehrmacht so badly that they were in the siege of Leningrad, meaning they helped pave the path. I don't care what they did. They helped pave the path to the SS, the Waffen SS, the Einsatzgruppen, all of the people who killed the Jews. They paved their way all the way east. Now, if their granddaughter decides to convert to Judaism and as a sacrifice because she loves Judaism and she's leaving everything behind, that's one thing. But if it's a self-serving thing where you're becoming a rabbi, it's kind of appalling. You're becoming a rabbi, you're benefiting. Being a rabbi is a service, but at the end of the day, it's also your career now. And to go and become a leader in the Jewish community, I'm sorry, that's a red line. Now, what's worse than that? To go and then fire a Jewish cantor who said that these, feel-good conversions in Germany are just going too far. There's too many of them. So this, I don't know what you call a Rabbi Gesa Ederberg in Berlin, sees an op-ed her cantor wrote in her liberal synagogue, and she fires her because how dare she say that not so many Germans should be converting. It's appalling. I don't even want to ascribe a word to it. Just think about these two Nazi soldiers. They're in the Wehrmacht, and they committed unspeakable crimes against humanity. It doesn't matter what capacity they were in, even if they were the chefs. They are war criminals. And so for their granddaughter to now pretend or claim to be part of the Jewish community and to decide the fate of the Jewish people, to decide decisions that impact the future of the Jewish people is mind-boggling. It is a moral atrocity. And so if anyone, again, even if someone's a Nazi's grandchild and they want to convert to Judaism because they see the truth in the faith of Judaism and they want to live a humble life in which they will do their best to atone for the unspeakable sins of their grandparents, God bless them. But if they're there to set the daily agenda, if they're going to fire a Jew for speaking out about the future of the Jewish people, then they are in some way actually following in the footsteps of their grandparents. Because who asked you to decide the future of the Jewish people when your grandparents were the ones who are the war criminals? It's just so appalling. There's no words for it. It is so out of touch and mind-boggling, appalling. My family were killed in what's now Belarus, in Lithuania, and yes, your grandparents paved the way for those Nazi soldiers to kill my family, and so now you're going to convert, claim you're a rabbi, feel all good about yourself, and fire other Jews for speaking out. This story with Gesa Ederberg and the whole movement of liberal conversions in Germany is just historically appalling. It's not connected to other discussions about conversion, which have their own time and place, but just from a historical, moral perspective, this is cultural appropriation, but to the nth degree. It is repulsive, and I hope it's reversed, and I hope she seeks a life of humility and atonement. Really mind-boggling.